Welcome to the Larry Lakers. Our listeners ask, could Calzones be the answer to the first quarter woes of the Lakers? Can any good come out of these losses in Orlando? Should Adam Silver make a league pass dud game voucher? A league pass dud game voucher. Question 4, where are we now and where to next for the Lakers? Question 5, should we beware of the wounded big head, at least big head coffee? And question 6, what about the ex-Lakers phenomena? Is there a Cole Swider, Mo Wagner, JaVale McGee, Malik Monk effect? Do ex-Lakers lift? Question 7, would you buy a used car off the Miami Heat? And question 8, did we find anyone? Did we fail to cover the energy players, Wenyan Gabriel and Lonnie Walker the third? All that and more coming up on the Larry Lakers. Well, question 1. Could the Calzones be the answer? That comes from Sean at Abbey Takeaway. He looked at it where Coach Darvin Ham said, this is the worst. 29th in first quarter defense. 29th in first quarter defense. 5th in second half defense. 29th first quarter, 5th second half. What's going on there? Coach Darvin Ham said he can't coach effort. Make the effort. He puts it on the players. What could we do as supporters? That's what our listener Sean at Abbey Takeaway asked. 27th in 3 points made. 10.2 is the worst first quarter deficit over 6 games. It's only 6 games, but after 6 games, it's the worst first quarter deficit since the team of 51-52. Who could forget the team of 51-52? Orlando, it was a record 36 for their second chance points. So a record for the Orlando franchise in second chance points. Look, 29th, and what are we going to do about this first quarter? 29th, Sean of Abbey Takeaway says he's got an idea. The coach Darvin Ham, the players, LeBron says they're veterans, they'll come back. But what can we do as a crowd? What can we do? There's a lot of support for we want tacos to avoid a 110-point gain from the opposition. So this is what Sean of Abbey Takeaways come up with. This is what we need to do. We've come up with this idea that calzones, very popular on Seinfeld, where Big George wanted a calzone, Big George Steinbrenner. But what if at the end of the first quarter, if we need more focus on the first quarter. So if the Lakers won the first quarter, they got a calzone sponsor and the crowd says, we want calzones. First quarter calzones. And as long as the Lakers are ahead, first quarter, everyone gets a calzone. Reorientate the thinking away from this final result of 110 points, or leave that there for the taco fans, but bring something down. Bring the attention down to the first quarter. They've got to do it. The Lakers need first quarter focus. We want calzones. Big sponsor. What is happening? There's an opportunity there, America. Get onto it. It's the land of business and capitalism and the free. Get onto the calzone opportunity. Anyway, can any good come out of the Lakers' loss in Orlando, Tim Hugs? Well, there were good points for Anthony Davis, albeit a negative, and LeBron James was in a positive. As well as that, we had some good minutes there for Max Christie. And on top of that, the most points of the season for Austin Reeves. All we hear about is doom, and gloom. We've got to find a few positives out of this game and regroup before we get into this game with the Miami Heat. Should Adam Silver make a league pass dud game voucher? Ted-O at Sacramento. This is the next best idea since the calzones. I love this idea. You buy a league pass, you go, you work hard, you get the money, you come home, you watch the game, and it's a dud. The game against Orlando was a dud. You should be able to sort of just text in, or there should be an app, and you just say, this is one of my 4 dud games, or maybe there's independent, you just call it. They look on the square and the judges say, was this a dud game? Independent judges decide if this was a big enough dud game, and your voucher, you just send it in and you're deemed that you can use that voucher. And NBA League Pass have to give you a refund for that dud game or a discount, 5% each time. You get enough dud games, you could have next year's League Pass for free. And that's what they need. They need people to back the dud teams. But shouldn't be too many dud games with the Lakers. What do people think? The dud game league pass. Adam Silver, what are you doing for ideas? Stop thinking about the mid-season tournament that starts at the start of the season and get onto the dud league pass. Go. Voucher. What about this one? Where are we now and where next for the Lakers? Let's couple that in together. That's Jono at Scotown with the next question. Should we beware of the wounded big head brackets coffee? Well, the wounded big head coffee is a reference to the bubble where the great man, Jimmy Butler, was making this big head coffee. But yes, we should be wary of them. This team has now, they were 1-4. Now they're 2-4. They've beaten the Wizards. They're coming off a win. Look out for them. They're coming for us. Don't relax, Lakers. We need to prepare for the wounded warrior. And Butler and the team, they're ones to watch. I don't think you can take this game easy. I think we went in too easy against Orlando, knowing they had a few out, and thought, we're the Lakers. Teams will just fold. Get up and get ready for this game against the Heat. The other teams have. The Celtics didn't take them lightly. The Bucks went in to do business. We need to do that. What about this next question? Do ex-Lakers lift? Is there a lift phenomena? From Mike O at San Luis Obispo. Mike O at San Luis Obispo. That's a good question, Mike O. There seems to be a phenomena. Ex-Lakers, we should be proud. We've produced these Lakers. We put them out into society and they're doing well. But they're coming back to sting us. I tell you, what about Mo Wagner just then for the Orlando Magic? What about JaVale McGee? We should have, maybe he was a candidate instead of Jackson Hayes at this stage. He looked better against us. Malik Monk, he stung us as well. Didn't do so good during the game. Then extra time, he lit up Malik Monk. Worried about when we'll play Lonnie Walker the fourth at the Nets, but we're coming up against the man, Cole Swider. How's he going now against this team, the Lakers? But what about how he's going for the Nets? He's averaging 5 points. He had one big game there. He was a positive 20 against Memphis, I think. Go back and have a look. Cole Swider, ex-Laker. Is he going to sting us in the rematch? Give us your answers below in the comments. Now, question 7, would you buy a used car off the Miami Heat? Says Mick the Inca Dauspalinka. I think you've got to go back a bit further, and plenty of good players have perhaps come out of the Heat. But yes, they're a bit like the person. They only sell you the car when they've had a good run out of it. And Gabe Vincent, he's got the back tightness, he's got the knee soreness. Hopefully he comes good. We've got faith that he will. We're fingers crossed there. But what about poor old Kendrick Nunn? Again, he might have been unlucky, bumped the knee, got the bruised knee. You wouldn't have thought it was 1,000 to 1 or 100,000 to 1. But so far, the Lakers haven't had good luck in trading with the Miami Heat. People might go back, have a look at the history of their trades and put that one in the comments. Now, number 8, here's a good question here from 3 names at Scotown himself. Did we ever really replace the energy? Darvin Ham talked about energy gets you rebounds. He can't be responsible for scheming rebounds, but did we ever replace Wenyen Gabriel? We've said, get a banger. Where is Wenyen? Go back and look at our previous episode. Where in the world is Wenyen? He's turned up with the Boston Celtics, of course. And what about Lonnie Walker? Have we replaced that scoring? We've been pretty slack in the scoring energy. Could we have had, not that Wenyen would give us the scoring, but that energy on the boards, and Lonnie Walker, that scoring energy? It doesn't pay off all the time, but it paid off there against the Warriors there as we led into the playoffs. So did we ever really replace those guys? Back to our first question. What do viewers think? Could Calzones be the answer Sure, let Darvin Ham and the players and the veterans, as LeBron says, look after that internally. We can't pay players a big enough reward when they're on millions of dollars, but we could get the community in. We could get the crowd in. Could Calzones be the answer to the Lakers' first quarter woes? Start chanting it. We want Calzones. First quarter Calzones, and I think the players would focus. And there's enough Laker fans everywhere you go. They say it's a Lakers home game. You go for an away game. There's plenty of Lakers fans there. I see this happening. Get a Calzone sponsor. Get into it now. And Silver, get onto something there, please, Adam Silver, about the League Pass dud game, independently judged. 5 vouchers, or maybe unlimited vouchers a year. You get enough vouchers, next year's pass is free. Have a think about those and more on the Larry Lakers. That's the dribbling chit chat for this week, and we'll see you tomorrow for the game against the Heat.